wig, hair out, wig, braids, hair out. Like, it. Did I just flip y'all off? Sorry. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl ICESIS Manifest, and welcome to my manifestation channel. On this channel, I share my manifestation journey on my locks and lifestyle. And in today's video, I'm actually going to share my hair transition from like high school to now. I promise I will do my best to make this a short video, but I'm going to be sharing my hair journey from relaxers to braids to weave extensions or just weave. I even had wigs, not many, I only have like 2. Haircuts, had lots of those. I had my hair out naturally, or I think some folks say like free flowing, all the way up until lock. And I really want y'all to join me on this journey. I do have a brief disclaimer, or just a few, maybe, I don't really know. I think I am doing this a little bit personally for myself, but when I look back on this years from now, and I'm just like, wow, like looking at future, like looking at like past me and be like, wow, like, girl, you've come a long way. Like, just look at you. Like, you're amazing. Like, you're sparkling, you're dazzling, and you're just amazing. Like, look how far you've come, and don't let anyone tell you you can't go further. Right. Okay? You're right. But also, I'm hoping this video reaches anyone who can relate. So, like, I was not a pro doing my own hair. I did my hair the best way I knew how. I am literally your average girl next door, and some days they were great, and some days they were just not. You'll see. I'm hoping that this video will also reach anyone who has had multiple hair journeys and has learned so much about themselves as they've gone through those journeys, or multiple hair transitions and have learned so much about themselves as they've gone through that. And I'm talking about had the laughs, the love, and the tears. So I'm hoping this reaches you too. And as always, I'm hoping that this video reaches anyone who is considering locks or who might have locks and again have had a long transition, hair transition, and might just be browsing through some lock videos. And if you are, hey, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so that's it for that. Also, last but not least, I'm gonna need you to come close. A lot of these pictures and maybe videos were taken with the phone of its time, okay? I can't stress that enough. We talking iPhone 3, iPhone 4, also whatever I could have afforded at that time, because in college I was paying my own phone bill, so there were no upgrades at that time, okay? Some pictures are heavily pixelated, some pictures are black and white for absolutely no reason, or some pictures are taken at an angle of whatever the level of my confidence was, and my confidence was a roller coaster. So, with that disclaimer, let's finally get into this. All right, so I'm going to be up here. And I'm going to be using my iPad as I do this, so bear with me, y'all, trying something different like every video. Alright, y'all, so starting right off the bat, we got some baby pictures or just like younger, almost 10-year-old me pictures. Right off the bat, I used to have the bobos in the hair and the beads and the braids, like mom used to do my hair. And I would sit between her legs, and she'd have a cup of water, the brush, the grease, and that giant cookie jar that had no cookies in it, that was just all beads, like, and that is humble beginnings, okay? And then in the other picture, as I got older, I started getting braids, and I used to get extensions into the braids, and braids will forever be my favorite style, always. And then I believe as I got older, it was just a lot of hot comb, not so much blowouts, it was hot comb, like the original hot comb on the burner, not flat iron. I don't even know when flat iron started, but they weren't there at that time, so a lot of like burnt scalps. And then soon, like the bottom picture is like, I don't know if I had a perm officially yet, but that is what my hair looked like once I got a perm. Alright, so jump ahead to about 2011, 2012. This was me in about, I believe the black and white was me in 11th grade, and then the next one was obviously senior year. This is when I used to put clip-ons on weave, and I stuck to this faithfully. And I actually learned from YouTube then how to purchase clip-on clips, how to sew it onto the tracks, and then how to put it in your hair. And that's how long I've been watching YouTube. And I really liked it. Eventually, like, I think officially towards the end of senior year, I started getting a shorter track because I just wanted it to look a lot more natural. And look at that, y'all. There's the iPhone 3. That's what I was talking about. But I wanted my hair to start looking a little bit more natural. So I no longer did the longer weave, but I think I'll go back to it eventually. Then in 2012, your girl went to school out of state. I didn't think I would find a beauty salon right away. And I remember I went for like a little orientation out there, and there was just like none in sight. Plus, I went to a school where you needed a car to get everywhere. So your girl went back to longer hair. But this time I did a sew-in because I was like, this bad boy gotta last. Like, it needs to stay in because I potentially will not be going home until November. And I remember I started school like the last week of August. So I was like, this baby needs to last. Still synthetic hair. So as you can see, maybe in that black and white picture, it was really stiff. But your girl just made it work. Then sophomore year, y'all, I found the best beauty supply store that sold natural hair, and this picture doesn't really do justice. I don't know, I thought I was feeling myself in this picture, but I found the best bundles. We didn't even call this weave, this was bundles. And it was the wavy type where like I can go in the shower with it and it would come out wavy. You could put conditioner in it, shampoo it, blah blah blah. Like, this was my favorite bundles. I had everyone fooled on campus too. Like, they really thought this was my hair. So I bought these bundles. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing about this hair. It was everything to me, and sadly, these bundles they make a reoccurring. What am I trying to say? Yeah, they make a reoccurring comeback, like a lot, to the point where it's a little sad. But these are my favorite bundles, and I will say that I did not pay attention to my hair, my actual hair, as much with these bundles, so it was a little breaking off. I don't think my actual hair got longer than like my shoulders. But like I said, y'all, you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought this was my hair. And I felt so beautiful with this hair. Not gonna lie to y'all. Oh my gosh, and I forgot to mention, like, and you could straighten it. By this time, I did have a flat iron. And you could straighten it. Like, it was great. I think I was going to like a Halloween, obviously. Going to a Halloween party that day. But I would straighten it and it looked like mine. Then junior year, I think this was going into about 2014. I decided to cut my hair. I think I was going for like a Megan Good kind of look. And I always wanted to do it. I will say though, sadly, this was a big mistake. Only because I decided at that time, like, enough was enough. I want to go natural and cut my hair. Possible, however, I wasn't at a stage where I had the patience to like really make sure my hair stayed healthy. I didn't have enough money to like go get cuts as much as I should have. And I would say that my confidence, it just wasn't really up there to really like make this look work, even in the roughest times. Like, I would have bad hair days multiple times with this style. So I think looking back, I wish I had chose one or the other. Like, if I was going to get this cut, I wish I had stuck to relaxers. And if I still got this cut, I wish that I would have done twist outs instead, just to keep my natural hair. So yeah, and unfortunately, like I said, my confidence wasn't really up there. I was taking lots of pictures where you wouldn't see most of my head. Like, you can't really see the back of my head. I think the one at the bottom is the closest you would get, and like, I'm not even smiling in much of my pictures, and I like to smile. So yeah, that was, I think in hindsight, this is like when I finally took a full picture, and by then I actually had both of the sides cut, not just one side. But it just wasn't given for me all the time, and that's mostly my fault. And your girl went through the most devastating breakup I had ever experienced in my senior year, and it was rough. I actually put those bundles, the ones I was talking about earlier, we put them right back in. And What I actually liked that I did at that time, though, like by that time, those bundles were dry. They were really hanging on. Uh, but at least I liked it where I packed in enough hair at the top, so if I wanted to wear it down, you couldn't see that my sides were shaved. And I think around that time, I finally decided that I was going to grow those back, the sides back. This was me, I think, right before I went on Thanksgiving break. But like, yeah, it's so funny looking back. Like, I try to really give in this picture, but just looking back, I'm like, girl, I was hurting. So after Thanksgiving break, I was coming back though, right? Like the smile was coming back. That was me at a performance and all that. I'm going back out again. So I was coming back. I don't know if you could tell. I can tell maybe just from looking at this, but like you can really see at the top, heat damage. It was so bad. Moving forward, my girl Nana, former roommate, bestie, love you boo. I actually straightened those same bundles and she hooks me up with a bob, and y'all, I was revived. I was like, yes, I feel beautiful again. So she hooked me up. We even dyed the ends. That was my first time ever dyeing like hair. I never dyed my actual hair until like much later, but we dyed the bundles and it just, I was happy with this. Like this was beautiful to me. And that was the end of college. After college, we back home now, and we are finally actually being natural. Like, I am actually wearing my hair out, doing twist outs as best as possible. Sometimes it came out amazing, sometimes not so much. But we're finally, my size grew back tremendously. That's one thing I will say about my hair. It grows very fast, and I am very blessed for that. But then I cut it again. I don't know what I was thinking. But your girl decided to cut it. And this is when I was doing a back and forth flip flop. Not all these pictures are like in the same time, but this is when I was going back and forth with wearing a twist out, flat ironing my hair, and wearing this horrible weave that I bought. This is also around the time where I just moved out too, so like money was still bad. I was making like $32,000 part-time trying to afford an apartment. It was bad. But you know what?
I did my best, and that's all that matters.
Anyway, sorry, there's a fly out there. So, yeah, so I started wearing my hair out in twist outs every once in a while, or I would blow it out and wear that horrible bun. But for the most part, it was always twist outs. Y'all, I had a hot girl summer and didn't even know it. So I think this was maybe 2017. But again, wearing the hair out. This is when I went to a Kendrick Lamar concert. And it was great. He's the best. He's awesome. Then I got some faux locks, and that was so much fun. I think, like I said, I always wanted locks too, so I thought that these faux locks was gonna show me like what I would look like with locks. We packed too much hair at that time, but nah, this didn't really give me an idea of what my hair would look like with locks, but it was fun. This was actually a really fun style. Then that following month, I went to a J. Cole concert. Best time, my favorite rapper, hands down. Baby, and then your girl jumped on a plane and went to LA that following month. Like, I legit had a hot girl summer and didn't even know it. No, I don't think it was the following month. I'm pretty sure it was like that, if not that week, the week after. Saw Jadena out there. He's an amazing performer. So, I actually already had liked his album before that, but then we came back and we got a wig. And this was my first time ever purchasing a wig. I will admit, again, it was on the cheap side. And I'm like not saying this in a judgmental way, because there's so many women out there who know how to finesse a cheap wig, but that wasn't me. My skills wasn't up there like that. This wig was my favorite though. Her name was Trina, and just Trina was given. I love Trina. So we got that black wig, and we mostly was now in the protective style mode. We were doing protective styles, and then the hair would be out, and then protective styles, and the hair would be out. It was like on heavy rotation between braids, wig, hair out, wig, braids, hair out. Like, did I just flip y'all off? Sorry. Like I said, it was a rotation between like braids, hair out, wig, and it was just on a heavy rotation. Like, and that was fun. And I will say, like, the confidence was super high during this time. Like, I just always had my hair done. I think by this time I was actually making more money too, so I can afford to get my hair braided as much as I was. And however, then my girl Nana, again, she dyed my hair. I actually went through with it and I loved it. This is when I went to Afro Punk. It was a lot of fun. That was a good concert. Afterwards, I decided to give the wig thing again, and if y'all see my previous video, this was my last and my worst wig. I hated this wig so much. It was just a bad wig. I don't know why I did that. However, in the future, I hope that I can ombre my locks like this because I did love the color. Okay, so don't hate me, right? Don't hate me. I know why I did this, but I'm also looking back like, why did I do this? I cut my hair one more time, and I promise this was the last time I cut my hair. I actually wanted to be the most natural ever. I wanted to wear my natural curls, and I have really tight coils, and I really wanted to rock that. So I went to go get my last cut, and my stylist was cute enough to shape the hair in a shot and like a heart, and she was like, to new beginnings. So we cut our hair as short as possible. I just want to make this really clear that the picture to the left is when I first got the cut, and then the picture to the right was like 3 months later when it grew out and I did some twist outs. What I really loved about this cut, even though it didn't stick around very long, was that I would literally take a shower that morning, wet my hair. I never had this situation ever in my life, especially because I think like before 2010, there was this whole like stigma or stereotype and all that about like black people don't wash their hair, they don't like to get their hair wet, blah blah blah. So I finally grew out of that dumb ish, and I would wake up, wet my hair, wash my hair that morning, not every day, and I would take some gel and a little bit of leave-in conditioner, and I would gently pull on my hair, and it would create the most beautiful, tightest coils. And I was like, wow, I don't remember the last time my hair looked like this. Like, I don't remember the last time I did this to my hair. And so that was the closest I've ever got to my natural hair journey that I fully appreciate. It was beautiful. And once again, I was just going back and forth between wearing my hair naturally, the way it should be, and with protective styles like braids. And I just felt like I was killing it left and right. Like, this was a good time. This is me for New Year's. Little did I know that a pandemic was coming. Little did any of us know. So this was 2019. This was 2018, New Year's Eve going into 2019. And here we are, y'all, home stretch. My first lock journey. It was a fun one. I figured like since we're gonna be home and like no one's really gonna see me except my neighbors, like let me start my lock journey. Hello everyone, my name is Isis and welcome to my first YouTube vlog. Okay, sorry. Really excited. Pat on the back for me. So this is the first time I actually did it myself. My mom and my aunt helped me do the 2-strand twist. And this lasted, y'all are so familiar with this picture by now, but this lasted about a year. I made it to a year with these locks. This set was fun. I just wasn't taking a lot of pictures with this set. Like, you know, I wasn't really trying to give with this set. If you want to know why I took them out, I'm going to put the video in the description below. But obviously, this set did not last. Decided to give it a second shot. Now we're like doing that whole hybrid thing of like going in person but not in person. This is like 2020, officially 2020. And I really did thought that this was going to be my last set. I've been talking for a minute. I really did think that this was going to be my last set. I was taking more pictures, but this is actually, and I was going to therapy, y'all. Therapy. That's another thing I want to talk about when I say like lifestyle. I want to talk about mental health so much. If y'all don't know, I'm a psychology major. But there was just something about this set. It just did not fit. Like, I was unhappy work-wise. I was unhappy career-wise. I was unhappy in so many different ways. And I just felt like, I don't know why. I just felt like my hair reflected that. Or maybe not my hair reflected it, but I think while I was doing this set all by myself, I just felt like I was just so stressed out about it. So this set did not last at all, obviously. And I decided, I was like, yo, are we going to take this out one more time? And are we really going to try one more time? And I did. And this is where we are. Hello. My last lock, well, I can't say my last lock journey ever because that's just not true. I've actually, been recently watching videos of like how to combine your locks to make them thicker. I'm not doing that no time soon, but I thought to myself, like, if I keep these locks for quite a while, like maybe 4 or 5 years, and decide to take them out, I do know that when I get older, I want thicker locks, so that's what I was looking at. But here we are, last lock journey. And that was my hair transition journey, y'all. It is a long journey. I've been recording for 45 minutes. A little upset about that, but it's okay. Like, I hope you enjoyed this ride with me. I actually feel really vulnerable sharing it, but I'm happy I shared it. And yeah, that was pretty much my hair transition, my hair journey from relaxers, braids, weaves, wigs, like all of that. Multiple haircuts. I thank y'all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, big shout outs to you. Thank you so much. Feel free to comment below. Tell me about your hair journey. Like, I love when y'all talk to me, so keep talking to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Otherwise, thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Take care, stay blessed, be safe, and I'll see y'all next time.